Hello everyone, welcome back to another video where today I wanted to talk about a news story that I haven't seen many people talk about, but I wanted to bring it to you anyway. Following the episode Rogue in Doctor Who Season 1, there were inevitably some complaints about the kiss shared between Ncuti Gatwa the Doctor and Jonathan Groff's Rogue character. And these actually made it to the complaints unit over at the BBC and they responded. And I wanted to talk about this because I think it's pretty interesting, and I'm glad it's gone the way it has. Subscribe if you're new, that'd be great. Thank you for all your support on the recent videos, it's really meant a lot. I've been trying to get more into regular uploading, so if you're enjoying that, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be covering a lot of stuff to do with Comic-Con in the next couple of days, and everything to do with that, so subscribe if you want to see coverage on that. But let's get right into it. Doctor Who episode featuring kiss between Fife Ray's Ncuti Gatwa and another man cleared by BBC. A viewer claimed the kiss was, quote, unsuitable for children, but the BBC's complaint unit deemed it at the mildest end of the spectrum. An episode of Doctor Who featured a kiss between Fife Ray's star Ncuti Gatwa and another man has been cleared by BBC bosses. Gatwa, whose acting career started at Dunfermline High School, took over the role of the Doctor last year. He starred alongside Millie Gibson in the most recent season of the show. The sixth episode, titled Rogue, made history when it featured a gay kiss between the Doctor and a mystery bounty hunter played by Jonathan Groff. The funny thing is, this isn't even the first time this has happened at the revival. Famously, Captain Jack kisses the Ninth Doctor in Bad Wolf Parting of the Ways. So the fact that there's still complaints about this, kinda mad to me. Viewers claimed Doctor Who kiss was unsuitable for children, quote unquote. The BBC previously revealed it had received nearly 170 complaints over the kiss. One viewer, whose complaint reached the broadcaster's Executive Complaints Unit, ECU, said the show featured sexualized content unsuitable for children in the audience. I do wonder, when people say things like this, what their thoughts are on, like, Disney movies that have, like, romances between the princes and the princesses and stuff, like Aladdin and stuff like that. Where was the moral panic around that? I don't remember it. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the difference, you know? But the ECU said the kiss was at the, quote, mildest end of the spectrum of sexual innuendo and did not uphold the complaint. In a report, the ECU said a viewer complained that this episode included sexualized content unsuitable for children in the audience. The relationship between the Doctor and the character Rogue was presented with inappropriate sexual innuendo and developed at a speed which he thought was concerning. What does that even mean? What, they like had chemistry too quickly? Is it not quite common to meet someone and just kind of hit it off? Like, I don't know. The ECU considered the complaint in light of the BBC's editorial standards of harm and offence. The ECU said the kiss was likely to go over the heads of children and defended the speed of the Doctor's romance. It said the ECU considered sexual innuendo to be towards the mildest end of the spectrum, and in any case will likely go over the heads of children. While the development of the relationship served the needs of a fast-moving plot and was unlikely to strike viewers as any age as a model for interpersonal relationships outside this particular fictional context. Yeah, I don't know anyone who sort of goes, yeah, I'm going to model my relationships based around what happens in Doctor Who, really? Like, yeah, weird to me. So yeah, I kind of wanted to cover this because I want to make it absolutely clear. You can absolutely criticise the way the romance was handled in Rogue. That's completely fine. I personally didn't mind it too much, but I'm not a huge fan of the Doctor in romances just generally, personally. And particularly with Rose in around Series 2, I found their relationship to be a little bit too cutesy at points. For me personally, I quite enjoyed the way that this particular romance was handled. I mean, I personally felt that Jonathan Groff and Ncuti Gatwa had quite good chemistry. And honestly, I believed it more as a romance for the Doctor in this one episode than I did for the entirety of Thasmin. I know that's going to piss off some of Twitter. I'm sorry to say it, but I do stand by that. But again, it's personal preference. I know some people aren't always game for romances specifically. As I said, I've had my issues with it in the past. But if your only issue with it is specifically that it's a gay romance and a gay kiss, I'm sorry to say that I'm not going to humour that, because I do think it's 2024 and we should be able to show love in all its forms as a normal thing for people to see and for kids to see. Again, this happened in 2005. It's not new. We're in 2024 now. There shouldn't be a moral panic over a gay kiss being on TV. You know, Mary Whitehouse isn't still here, banging on, her TV saying, "Oh, Doctor Who's gonna indoctrinate the minds of the youth." Do you remember that, when she was getting all mad about, like, the Tom Baker era being too scary and stuff? It's the same sort of thing to me. Like, most kids don't care. And that's the thing. Most normal people don't care. They just want to watch TV. I don't personally care if anyone is gay, straight, anything else, black, white, whatever. I just think if you're a good person, we can chill. That's the baseline of it. Live your life and be happy. I don't mind seeing it. I don't mind seeing it depicted. I don't see the issue with it being depicted. You can absolutely criticize the way it's done. If you think the development of the romance was rushed, fair enough. I can't really argue with that. If that's your opinion, absolutely fair enough. But if you got an issue with it being a gay kiss, I don't know what to tell you. Personally, I don't think that's that big of an issue. It's no more of an issue than it was to have Tennant snogging people every 5 seconds, or having Matt Smith, weirdly smack Clara on the bum. Do you remember that? That was a bit weird. Don't know why they did that. Yeah, Moffat was way more sexual thinking about it than anything in Rogue was. But I don't remember these complaints coming out then. I don't know. It's weird. Again, I just think about the Disney comparison. Would these complaints come out if it was a movie like Aladdin or something like that, where it's a princess and a prince kissing? No, it's no different in my mind. It's the same amount of romance, the same amount of sexualization, quote unquote. It shouldn't be treated any differently. That's my opinion. I realise this is probably going to annoy a few people, and if that's the case, I don't know what to tell you, but I think we should all just be able to accept everyone for who they are. That's my hot take for today. Shouldn't be a hot take, but it is in this climate. But if you did enjoy this video, please should give it a like. If you've been enjoying my regular content, feel free to subscribe. I'm trying to reach 25,000 subscribers. I'm trying to be a bit more regular with it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later.